June 1941. The world teetered on the brink of total destruction. Europe was already engulfed in the deadliest war humanity had ever seen. But in the heart of the Soviet Union, Joseph Stalin was focused on something else entirely. A tomb. An ancient, ornate tomb in Samarkand, Uzbekistan. A tomb that held a warlord whose very name still echoed with fear. Tamerlane. Tamerlane, known to history as Timur the Lame, was a 14th century conqueror who built an empire even larger than Genghis Khan's. He was brutal, brilliant, and responsible for the deaths of millions. Now, more than 500 years after his death, Stalin, the ruthless dictator of the Soviet Union, wanted his body, not for tribute, but for science. He wanted to prove that the legends of Tamerlane's genius came from his brain, and he wanted his scientists to reconstruct the warlord's face. On June 19, 1941, the team of elite Soviet archaeologists prepared to open Tamerlane's burial chamber within the e-amir mausoleum. But the locals, terrified of ancient spirits, warned them. They pleaded with the scientists, pointing to the inscriptions on the tomb itself. The main one read, "When I rise from the dead, the world shall tremble." And below that, a chilling second warning, "Whosoever opens my tomb shall unleash an invader more terrible than I." The scientists, hardened by Soviet atheism and Stalin's direct orders, scoffed. Superstition, they called it. On June 20, 1941, they ignored every chilling prophecy. They cracked open the massive dark green jade sarcophagus. Inside, they found Tamerlane's remains, a tall, powerful man, still clutching a piece of his beard, exactly as legends described. The air was said to carry a strange, sweet, ancient scent of oils and incense. But the world had just begun to tremble. Less than 48 hours later, in the early morning of June 22, 1941, the unthinkable happened. Adolf Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa. 3 million Axis soldiers poured into the Soviet Union, the largest, most brutal land invasion in history. It caught Stalin completely by surprise. The invasion was so sudden, so devastating, it would plunge the Soviet Union into a war that would claim over 27 million lives. Coincidence? A historical quirk? Or a curse unleashed? The timing was so precise, so devastating, it sent shivers down the spine of even the most hardened Soviet officials. An invader more terrible than Tamerlane himself, unleashed literally 2 days after his resting place was disturbed. Stalin, a man who believed in nothing but power, allegedly began to waver. As the war raged and the Soviet Union faced annihilation, he remembered the old prophecy. In November 1942, a year and a half after the desecration, Stalin ordered Tamerlane's remains to be returned to Samarkand. This time, it was done with full Islamic rituals, complete with prayers and respect for the ancient warlord. What happened next? Just a few weeks after the reburial, the tide of the war began to turn. The Soviets won the brutal Battle of Stalingrad, a victory that would ultimately lead to the total defeat of Nazi Germany. Was it pure chance? Or was the curse finally lifted? Whatever you believe, the story of Tamerlane's tomb serves as a chilling reminder. Some ancient warnings might be best left undisturbed. Because sometimes history isn't just a record of the past, it's a prophecy waiting to be fulfilled. What do you think? Was it a curse or the wildest coincidence in history? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more twisted tales from history, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. This is Past Tense History, and I'll see you in the next one.